Hello everyone. How's going? Is oh okay. Let me check the sound and the image. I think everything is set correctly accordingly to the last live streaming. So there will be everything running smooth right now. So anyone of the people in the channel could confirm to me that the image and the sound is okay. Let me check also the chat and the screen in order to confirm the setup. Okay. Spear painting, thank you. Okay, nice. This is what I need. Thank you, my friend. You are the first one today, so please be welcome. Also, I know that a very good friend from Japan is watching us today, so Kentaro, be welcome today as well. And okay, guys, I will be talking about in the meantime that more people comes to the live streaming. I will be making a very quick recap about what I did in previous live streamings. So I hope that you saw them, maybe not live, but maybe in the rewatch. Okay, Asper painting. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are so kind. Kentaro has a very good friend right now. Okay. I will be making a very quick recap about what you can saw in previous live streamings. Okay. So I was painting this bust. Okay. As you can remember, I was making the non-metallic golds of this miniature, very beautiful miniature from Mindworks, and I was making an in-depth review about their paints, their heavy body paints. Okay. Maybe you will remember the paints from Mindworks. Very nice. I was trying them with eyebrush and also with brush, and I was very happy with the results. They are paints very thick, as their name as their name means, and but it's not a trouble for being used with the eyebrush and also with the brush. Okay, so the results speak by themselves. And okay, and I'm also painting the backdrop, which I love to include in my miniatures. Levid, buenas tardes. Hello. Please be welcome. And this is the results after my previous live streaming, but not for today will be this the subject of the painting session. Okay, so I want to vary a little bit in the channel, because I love every kind of thematic and painting purposes for miniatures. Okay, so I love to paint display miniatures, of course, but also I love to play games, miniatures games, board games with those miniatures. So I think this is a very different discipline that needs different techniques and different approaches. And also I love this part of the hobby. So this is the reason, because I love to share with you all these things with you through these windows that Twitch. And also remember that I'm doing the dual streaming with my YouTube channel also. And I love to have this window open for you, so I can show you all the previous work of this kind of things that I'm talking about. This is another sample of quick painting works for playing, okay, for board gaming. Those miniatures are from my band, my gang of Necromunda, and they were painted with very basic techniques. I think you could find the full series of this miniature, okay, right in my YouTube channel. So don't hesitate to visit the channel and take a look, and let me know if you like what you see. Okay, so this is a very good example of what can you do with maybe 4 hours or between 8 hours of work in only one miniature. I think, let me zoom in a little bit in order to show you better the results, and I think you can achieve very similar results with almost no effort. I was talking with another pal from Instagram that he was following the videos, and their gang is the same gang like mine, the Corpse Grinder Cult, and he was achieving very similar results. I'm very happy because for him the method is working. So I hope that the same will work for you, okay? So I call this method the slayering painting method, okay? This is a method that I designed, and I call slayering because, okay, the method wants a name, and why not? I'm making a tribute to a band that I like a lot, and of course the slayering, the S of the name refers to the a concept of the method itself, okay? Is the sub layers. Sub layers are the ones that are applied in first place, because later we will apply another layers over these sub layers, okay? So the paint works by transparency. I'm painting from light to dark, like I was painting with watercolors, okay? This is the concept is similar, but no worries. Maybe sounds weird for you or difficult, but I invite to you to see the full series and let me know if this at the end is difficult or not. I think that is very easy to follow along the process, even if you are not an experienced painter, okay? So I hope you enjoyed the series about slayering. Okay, more things that I want to bring to this channel, okay, is another topic that I like a lot. This is a Chibi miniature, okay, but this is a little bit tricky because it's not painted with the Chibi style, okay, that I will be presenting to you today. This is painted with the exactly same method that I was talking about a minute before. This is painted with the slayering method, okay? So you can see that the colors, the scheme, and the miniature itself are very different, but the painting method is the same, exactly the same, okay? So the slayering method is not only for gangers of Necromunda with oranges color scheme, is also adaptable for Chibi style miniatures, okay, like this Aquaman. Okay, so previous talking about the Chibi's miniatures, okay, this is the main topic for today's live streaming, okay? So I was presenting in this week one thing that I want to talk before I start to paint, okay? But because I was working on this topic from long time ago, okay? I'm talking about my workshops about the Chibi style painting, the painting Chibi style, okay? As I was talking before. What is painting Chibi style? Okay, let me show you something quick about that. Maybe you already saw the publication and also the pictures, okay? And I will be doing a workshop in the SMC contest. Will be in Netherlands, okay, in October, I think. And I'm presenting these workshops right there, okay? So this is the Chibi style that I was talking before. These miniatures are painted with some special techniques and approaches, okay? And this is the results that you could achieve in these workshops, okay? So let me show you another sample, and this style is something that I was developed, okay, as you can see in my period as the painting manager of Big Shell Creatives, okay. I was the painting manager of the company, and we were painting all the projects, a lot of projects for Cool Mini or Not, and between these projects was the series about Marvel United, DC United, and so on. Probably you will see it, and in case that you don't know, you don't see it before, I'm showing to you these beauties, which I love, okay? You can see this, the approach is to transform the 2D of the concept art in the 3D of the miniature, which is something that is relatively weird, because it's thinking from 2D to 3D, okay? But no worries, because these are the rules of the painting Chibi style that I will be explaining to you in my workshops and today, because I will be painting a Chibi miniature, okay? So I hope that you like, that you could learn from my experience since I developed this style, and you can learn directly from the very source of this. So let me continue with more previews, okay? I was talking about the exclusive miniature of the workshop, which is this one. I don't know which miniature could be, okay? But you must know that this is a free and very exclusive miniature, only available for the ones who attend to my workshops. And this is a quick preview of the painting Chibi style that I was talking about. Think about this kind of hard edge reflections. This is the main thing of the style, and the things that at the end looks so cartoonish for the people, okay? Also, you can check this kind of effects like rim lights, okay? All of these techniques are part of the painting Chibi style, okay? And okay, this is the final capture, which I'll be talking about more info in my bio, in my social medias, okay? So hello, oh, hi Alice, please be welcome. Big 3, okay guys. What absolutely lovely surprise to be with you today. No worries, guys. No os preocupéis, si llevo muy poquito y la verdad es que todavía estoy intentando aprender dónde están todos los botones en Twitch, así que yo sí que os seguía ya también, pero bueno, poquito a poco, no os preocupéis, porque soy muy reciente en el tema del Twitch, ¿vale? Así que nada, me alegro mucho de también teneros por aquí y bueno, pues confío también en pasarme yo también algún día que pueda, me deje el niño también un poquito de tiempo, sí que me vendría bien de esparcimiento y de echarme ahí unas risas con vosotros. Okay. About the language, okay, I'll taking advantage about this opportunity of the live streamings. I'll try to improve my weird English with you. So sorry in advance because your ears will suffer a little bit with my weird English. But I think that this is the way that my channel could be as global as possible. Okay, but if you ask me in Spanish, okay, of course, is my native language, so I will be more than pleased to answer you in Spanish as well. So no worries about the languages, because the important thing is that we understand each other. Okay, so let's continue. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for this helps. For sure, I will be asking to you many things. Maybe not about the first round, okay, which I love, but I think more simple things. Okay, in terms of configuration setting and so on. I was learning about the rights. I even know that what is a right, but I studied a little bit. So I try to make a right at the end of the streaming. So let's do that. or at least I will try. Okay, so guys, let's speak and more paint. Okay. Here is my... Oh, thank you so much, Levitt. Okay, you have another good friend right now. Okay, this is the guy for today, and okay, this is an Space Marine, of course. I was thinking about to paint it with a Blood Angel scheme, okay, which is something about the incoming release of Games Workshop. Probably you will know about the Armageddon, okay, big box of Warhammer 45. 40k, sorry. 45 could be the future of Warhammer. It could be nice. Okay, so I better than that, I asked to the people in Instagram, and I was surprised about the results, because was a very nice struggle between the Blood Angels and okay, guy, make your own your own chapter. Okay, so at the end, making my own chapter was the winner by only with two points of difference. And okay, nobody likes the Ultramarines. I don't know why, but this is the reality. Okay, so I like the Ultramarines. I must to be honest with that. This is the subject of the first live streaming here in my Twitch channel. Okay, and okay, I love this kind of guys. Okay, knowing that are not the good guys in the galaxy. Okay, so I will be doing my own, okay, and okay, what is that? El tren del Ipe. Por favor, los chicos del Big 3, ¿qué es eso? Bueno, este es el tipo de cosas que decía. Digo, bueno, pues tendré que ir descubriéndolo, ¿vale? Genial. Tiene buena pinta. Okay. So this is the subject for today, and I will be painting a scheme that probably will surprise you. I want to get crazy today with you, and I want to try something different than something crazy for an space marine. Okay, this is the good thing about Chibis. Okay, you can make crazy things because okay, they are so fun, and okay, there is no any bad intentions in these little guys. Okay, so I'll start applying light coat, as I was talking about, some kind of sublayer of yellow. But in this case, I will apply a very light yellow, which will be my color for the light. And okay, my Space Marine will be primary yellow, and you will see the reason. Okay, so let's start, because I don't want to run out of time. Okay, Javi, thank you so much. Muy buenas tardes. Okay, I will be using this yellow because I want a light yellow. Could be this one. Okay, thank you guys. Good to know. Nice. Okay, so come on, guys. Take advantage of the hype, the train of hype is the translation, or I think, or something like that. Nice. I need to learn about, but okay. Okay, so I will be putting a little bit of yellow in my palette. This way. Okay, nice. I need to check. Okay. Wow. It's reached to a new level, I think. Hype. Beautiful. Level 1 completed. Nice. We need to use more yellow. Nice. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support to everyone of you. Okay, so let me look for one reference for this little guy. Later I will show you the reference and you will understand everything. Okay, so maybe I will need to use a little bit of white in order to make this yellow lighter. Only a little bit of white. Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Aspire Painting. Okay. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Just Dave. Be welcome, mate. Very good people to die today. To die, no. Not to die. Okay. I'm adding a little bit of white to the yellow, and this is how I achieve a lighter yellow. And I will be applying this color with a flat brush because I want to cover quickly the surface in this way, okay? And I am applying this color directly onto the white priming coat, sorry. This is how I paint light and low coverage colors like yellow. And this is how I achieve vibrant results full of saturation. It's a nonsense to start yellows or even black, reddish colors or something like that to start applying the base coating over a dark priming coat. Okay, I won't paint the back area in order to speed up the process, okay? Any one of you knows about which color scheme I could apply to this little guy? You can bet about what colors I will be using for this. I will apply in a little bit on the backpack. See how I speed up the process with the flat brush, because the brush stroke is in this direction and is very quick and natural for me. When I want to cover very large surfaces, this is my preferred brush. Okay. Hola Alejandro, buenas tardes. Bienvenido una tarde más. ¿Qué tal? Okay. This is the most time-consuming part of the painting process, I think, because you need to paint almost the entire miniature with this color. I'm covering the full area with yellow. I'm making it with the brush because I want to show you how to make it very quick. But of course, you can use your eyebrush for this. It's not necessarily quicker than that, eh? And the bad part is that you could obstruct the eyebrush. But the eyebrush will have another benefit. I don't know if you are seeing in the image that with the fact that with the brush I'm leaving brush strokes, okay? So you'll need to keep in mind that with the eyebrush you'll be erasing all the brush strokes, okay? This is one of the main characteristics of the eyebrush. Eyebrush is not leaving any brush stroke, obviously. Makes sense. Okay. So guys, let me know. Okay. I have some answers about the color scheme and a very nice and full of knowledge answer from the guys of the big three. Okay, orange, violets, grays, blacks, depends on the ambient, of course. Depends on the ambience. And all of these colors makes sense since the violets are complementary from the of the yellows, okay? So will be a very good and needed companion of the yellow. Yeah, very nice. Orange, of course, because orange is an analogous color of the yellow, of course. I like your color scheme, but it's not the one that I choose. More answers? Okay, I was asking about where are you from? Okay. Oh, wait. Let's dry the Space Marine. And okay, something happened. Is the chest is full, and okay, they said to me, open it. Let's do that. Wow. Okay, nice. Choo-choo. Okay, I'll share with you the dropping cup of tea. This is something that is cool because we need to make maybe a gift about a dropping pot of ink or something like that. This in this case is a shade. Okay, this kind of pots are dropping every time. Nice, nice. Okay, let's continue with the yellow. And okay, I'm covering almost all the surface with the yellow. And now I will be applying, in case that I like to use the brush, because in case that you don't have an airbrush, you could apply another layer of the same color and make it more even in the surface, okay? But the easiest way to make something looks flat and even, okay, is to use the airbrush. Okay, in this case, I like to present you this product. I love to make product reviews, and I will showing to you only the products that I like the most and the products that I usually use. So you can benefit from them. Okay, so this color is an ink from Sminke. Okay, but let me talk about his characteristics. It's a total cover ink, which is pretty similar to my beloved white ink from Sminke. Okay, so those inks are, as their name means, total covering the surface. So it's very useful for the airbrush, not for the brush, because with the brush we will have a lot of problems to making layering techniques, for example, with these paints. But these paints are not designed for the brush, yeah, for the brush, I think. Okay, so let me use a drop of this on the airbrush. I will be adding a little bit of thinner. Sorry. Okay, I will try this thinner. This is a self-made thinner, okay? Thinner self. Which is, I pretty find the only one that is working nicely with the Citadel colors, okay? So this is why I'm making my own thinner, not for earning money, which is also another good thing, but is mainly for that, okay? Sorry. I will be putting the total cover ink in the palette, and I will be adding a little bit on the airbrush. In this way, I'm controlling the amount of ink that I'm adding to the airbrush. Okay, and now I will apply this color. It's the same color, almost the same, but in this case I will be covering the surface to make the color totally flat and even. For this reason, applying the paint vaya. Okay, more water please. I need to apply several layers to obtain a correct coverage. More ink is needed. in this case I will apply the ink directly, because the miniature is large enough to apply more paint than I thought in the very beginning. Okay, another thing, guys, I will take advantage of this process, which is almost repetitive. I'm trying to make dual streaming in YouTube and also in Twitch. So can any one of you confirm me that in YouTube is also working the live streaming? I'm curious about if I set it correctly. Probably not. Okay. Eso es, Levit. Ya. Si me puedes echar un ojo en YouTube y confirmarme que ahí también se está viendo, sería un favorazo. Can you see now yellow base layer on the Space Marine, okay? And see that this layer is perfectly flat and even. So this is what I need to start with. I let it dry for a couple of minutes and I will show you the reason of this color for this little Space Marine. Ah, va perfecto. Thank you, chicos, thank you. Muchas gracias por la confirmación, ¿eh? Pues nada, genial. Verdad que nunca se sabe, ¿eh? Ya llevaba un par de días intentándolo y no había forma. Okay, I'm airbrushing the rest of the cassolet to obtain even more coverage. So now I have a very strong and powerful yellow on my surface. This will be my light colors, okay? Now I need to, okay, to empty the airbrush. Okay, let me a moment. It's important that you maintain the airbrush clean between color changes, okay, since you'd like to not obstruct the airbrush too much. Don't forget the paint dried inside the airbrush, because this is a little bit usual and problematic to clean, okay? I'm using a little bit of alcohol to clean my airbrush. And okay, it's ready for another color, but I don't need to apply other color right now, okay? So let me show you something cool. Do you remember the workshop that I was talking about? my Chibi workshops. Okay. Let me show you a little preview of the miniature. Wow. Ojo. Thank you. Thank you, Alejandro. Oh yeah, baby. Thank you so much for being there once day more. Okay, so Alejandro, let me show you one thing that I'm pretty happy to show you, and this is the surprise that I'm keeping, and I was working since many days before, many months, sorry, and this is the miniature for the workshops. Okay, guys, probably you will know this little guy, and this will be the subject of my Chibi style workshops. Okay, so it's a gorgeous miniature to practice all of these techniques and maybe to put into practice these tricks with the yellow color that I will be explaining to you right now. This is the version without shoulders, and okay, this is the version for the classic suite for this guy. Remember that this miniature will be free and exclusive of my painting style, Chibi painting style workshops. Okay, so this is what I like to show you, and maybe you could understand right now the reason of this yellowish space marine. Because I want to make something related with Wolverine. Okay, so I will make the fusion between Wolverine and a space marine. So we could call it no, I don't know, the space Wolverines. Okay, so let's do that and let's see what happened. In my mind, the idea is crazy, but it's working. So there's only one way to see if it works. Okay, do you like the miniature, guys? Okay, is I think pretty nice. I don't have any physical copies, but soon I will have some of them, and I will showing to you the real miniature. And okay, I think will be nice for practice this painting Chibi style. Okay, so right now I will applying on the Space Marine. Let me show you some shadows on the yellows, because at the end is the main characteristic, I think, of the Chibi style. Okay, hard shadows next to the light. Okay, what I'm meaning. Let me show you some pictures from other miniatures which I have painted before. I know that most of you know about Chibis, but I'm thinking in case that some of the viewers didn't hear about never before. So this is what I'm talking. These are the Fantastic Four, okay? And this is something that is characteristic of this painting style, the hard shadows, okay? It's not about very saturated colors, okay? You can paint whatever you want about color, but it's all about this kind of hard shadows next to the light, okay? Catch the idea? Also, another trademark of this style is these rim lights, okay? In the opposite side of the main light, okay? So keep in mind these two things to understand a little bit about this painting style which I have developed. Okay, of course there are many ways to paint miniatures, and for these chibis I think there will be the same ways of painting any miniature. Of course you can paint the chibis in exactly as you paint other miniatures, okay? But I found and I developed this style, which again I remind this aspect. I try to catch the 2D concept art from Edward Guiton, and the colorist is she's called, let me check the name, sorry. Georgia Lanza, okay. I think she's one of the main colorists of these concept arts, and I tried to catch the 2D concept art and art from them into a 3D miniature. Okay, this is the work that I had in Big Child Creatives when designing the direction of the painting style of the projects. And in the case of the Marvel United series, was pretty the same like other projects, but in this case, the painting style of the concept art was so comic style, so impacting, and this was especially difficult to adapt to the miniatures. But at the end, the results are the ones that I'm showing to you. So there is nothing impossible. You can take the 2D and make something like that in a miniature, okay? This is another sample. See the rim lights, the hard edges on the lights, okay? And okay, this was my first chibi. This is curious because Captain America was the first Avenger, I think, and curiously was the first chibi that the studio made. Was sculpted by Hugo Gomez, the Captain America. He was struggling and looking for the personal style of the chibis, and I was painting this version that you can see right now of this character. That was my first painted chibi. It's curious, the first Avenger, the first chibi for us. Okay, so you can see here the same things that I was talking about, the rim lights, the hard edges, okay? And of course, with the time, I was forcing more and more the effect, okay? To obtain this kind of results. Okay, I have painted many of them. This is a very nice character which I have made videos, I think, years before. So you can check on internet how I painted Yondu. And those ones are more samples of what you can do with this chibi style, okay? So let's talk more paint. Now I wanted to Aspire painting. Okay, incredible. You kill me. I love this kind of humor. I think. I think. Whoa! I'm planning to make some memes with the thing. Okay, so it's very. I love this kind of memes. Like the thing is burning and okay, you know. I'll start to paint. Sorry. Okay, guys. So I need to focus a little bit more. I'll apply here a little bit of my palette of this brownish tone, only to paint a little bit on the base. Okay, something quick and easy, only to quit the color of the priming coat. Okay, is very distracting to the eye, and this is why it's better to have something painted like that. Okay, there's no time to be precise. But you at home, you can be more precise than that. Okay, let me paint. This is something that always keeps things more finished, okay, to paint the rim of the base. Okay, now, first of that, I will be painting also. Let me apply a little bit of color on the gun, okay? On the bolter, sorry. It's not a gun, okay. So, to this point, did you hear about these Chibi's miniatures? Have you painted any Chibi miniature before? Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much. Okay. I must to say that if you haven't painted TV before, this is something that I encourage you, because it's so fun, okay? And de-stressing. Okay, sorry, I'm not showing the mix on the palette. I'll mix it some blue with some black to create some kind of gray color, okay? Very dark and gray color. I will be adding a little bit of this purple, okay? And the guys of the V3 said before that adding purple to our yellowish scans is good, and they were right, because the purple color, as you can see, is almost opposite to the yellow and is complementary. This color will be making very good combinations with the yellow color. And I will be applying a dark color in the bolter to not see anymore the white of the priming coat. The priming coat is very useful, as you could see, to apply the first layers, but is very distracting to the eye. So this is why I prefer to... Oh, sorry. I prefer to paint over the priming coat and erase from the main view as soon as I can. Of course, this is a dark color, and with this color I will have no problem of coverage like I had with the yellow. So this is why I'm painting so easily these areas. Okay. I'm painting with thicker paint because I want to achieve as much coverage as I can, okay? In these early stages, it's better to apply only 1 or 2 layers in order to get a correct color on the surface. But I'm not painting with the paint directly from the pot, okay? I'm always diluting a little bit the paint. Okay, you can see the miniature better right now. Sorry. And of course, I will be painting with black these areas. And after that, I could move on to the yellow parts. Okay, so have you painted any chibi before? I don't know if I finished the thinking before, but I like to tell to you that when you try it, you will never leave this kind of miniatures. They are so addictive. Yeah, trust me. I remember our days at Big Child, and those projects, at least for me, were the most enjoyable for painting, without any doubt. Okay, enough. Now we had a very nice base to work other colors. Okay? See how the bolter is not distracting anymore. Okay? Let's apply right now some shadows. And to apply shadows to the yellow, you can make different things, okay? You can take your yellow color and mixing the yellow, okay, with a little bit of his complementary color, I mean purple, for example, you can get a shadow for the yellow. It's as simple as that, okay? Let me show you these results. I was talking about in previous live streaming about this, I think, but I don't mind to repeat again because I love to talk about colors, okay? So, see the yellow? Okay. I thinking that the camera of the palette is blur, I think. Okay. And I will be taking only this little part of purple, okay? Not too much in reality, okay? And now I will apply to the yellow and see how I get a shadow for this yellow. Can you see darker than the lights? Okay, if it is darker, it is a shadow, okay? So now you know how to obtain shadow for your yellows. Also, you can pick this color, which is called Overland Sunset, okay? This is a must-have color, okay? Because it's a yellowish ochre. It's pretty the same color that I already have achieved, mixing the yellow with the purple. Can you see it? But the main difference is the coverage. Usually the ochre yellows have a lot of coverage, and because the pigment is especially for these colors, okay, this pigment has a lot of coverage, so they are used in fine art for painting a lot. They have a lot of powerful in the saturation. They are almost yellow, but with a lot of more coverage than regular yellows. So this is why painters love to use yellow ochres like that. Okay, Games Workshop call it Aberland Sunset, but you can think about yellow ochre with this pot. Okay, so this is another option, very good option to apply as shadows for this for this miniature. Okay, and maybe this color is not too dark, but you will see that you don't need too much shadows. Okay, and I'm applying the shadows over these areas like this. See some contrast? Okay, nice. This is because this color could work as a shadow for the yellow. A very nice shadow indeed. And with this color I will be painting in all the areas where the main light is not reaching. Okay, I'll make it as quick as I can in order to achieve some quick results for you. This wall area will be in shadow or almost in shadow. Thank you for following me. Thank you all. I hope you are enjoying the session today, because I love to paint this kind of miniatures, and if you want, I could make more sessions like that in future live streamings. Sorry, because I need to move around the miniature a little bit in order to find a comfortable position to reach to these recesses. Okay, this is the hardest part when painting. Okay, what happened in these areas? Okay, these areas also have some shadows. I will be adding a little bit of yellow to the Aberland Sunset, okay, to make it not so dark. Okay, hi mate, thank you for following me. You are so beautiful, guys. Okay, see how I'm drawing the shadow. Okay, you need to practice this draw with the brush. Okay, this is the only requirement for painting chibis. You need to improve your drawing. You need to play with long and firm brush strokes like this. Okay, see, oh, sorry, see how I apply apply the paint. Long and steady brush strokes, okay? Avoid making little brush strokes, like for example this. Sorry, like for example this, I mean. See the results? I'm making multiple brush strokes, and this is not what I need for this painting style, okay? I need this. Long and continuous brush strokes. The arm is a perfect place for practice this. Okay? No worries, because this comes with practice. But definitely this practice will benefit you in many ways, because these kind of brush strokes will be very useful for other painting styles, okay? Are you seeing the things get in shape? I need to define better this area. And with this color, you need to separate the different elements in this way, for example. Okay. Nice. This area is full in shadow. It will be applying here some shadows as well. Nice. And this hand will be also in shadows. Okay. Of course, you at home could be more precise, and you can paint more calmly. I want to advance as much as I can for this live streaming. Of course, I will be not finishing the whole miniature today, but I like to show you as much as I can. Okay guys, so we are near to start the real fun. Of course, this whole area will be in shadow because it's hidden to the main light, which is coming from here the direction, okay? This area will be in totally shadows, and this is why I'm applying this color, the color for my shadows, remember? I'm ready to go with. Don't forget to paint with this shadow color the separations between different elements like this, okay? The rivet, or better say the border of the shoulder pad and the low area on the shoulder pad. Don't forget to paint the shadows. Okay, guys? Okay. Also, I must to say that for making this kind of brush strokes, which I was talking about, it's important to have a very good brush, okay? Don't try to paint with a brush like this, for example, because you will be struggling with these brush strokes, okay? So my recommendation is that you invest a little bit in good brushes, okay? From Marta Kolinsky, for example. This brand is very nice, and the tip is so sharp, being into account that this is a number 4, okay? This is the Miniature Maestro Series 17, okay? From Da Vinci. And look, the body of this brush is very big. Okay, the miniature is also very big, but the brush is perfect for this size, okay? The tip is so sharp, and the body will load a lot of paint, okay? When I take the paint from the palette, I can paint with this charge a lot of time, because the brush is charging a lot of paint. Think about the brushes with 3 zeros and so on. Some of you are painting big miniatures like that with small brushes from 5 zeros, 3 zeros, and the results of that is difficult to, because the workflow is harder for you, okay? You are not loading a lot of paint, so you need to charge little by little, even almost every brushstroke, okay? And the brushstrokes that you are leaving in the miniature, because you are painting at the end will create some kind of texture, and you will notice that it's not an even finish, okay? Remember what I was talking about, even finishes? Okay, this is because I'm applying the paint with a very large and steady brushstroke, with a very, not very big, but with a big brush, okay? This is important, and sometimes we forget to make these kind of things. Thank you, Lendinilo. Thank you. That's the point. Leave it. This is the summary. Don't use this kind of brushes, okay? So at the end, it's important to use good tools. ¿Qué tal, Javi? Buenas tardes. Sí, señor, sí. Es verdad que los chibis siempre dan alegría. Bueno, okay. So I'll apply a little bit of smoothing on this quick sketch. So quick sketch, okay, for my taste. But this is the needed, okay? So I will be applying a little bit of airbrushing to blend everything together, okay? So let me use the same color, okay? I was applying this one with a little touch of yellow, okay? So little bit of thinner, little bit of Aberland Sunset, and a little bit of yellow. Nice. Now I have my blending color, but I don't want to blend too much the results, okay? I don't want to lose the shadow I create right now with the brush. The only thing that I need is to make an even shadow for my miniature, not to blend the transition, okay? Okay, if I blend a little bit, it's okay, but only a little bit is needed, okay? Not too much. I want to see this. See what is created? I'd like to show the camera a little bit far away when I'm using the airbrush, because you can see the distance of the airbrush when I'm apply those colors, okay? But if you like, I could zoom in a little bit. Okay, now we have something blended, more pleasant for the view. Okay, no worries if you paint outside of the boundaries with the airbrush, because at this point I need a lot of things to paint right now, so I could correct later these areas. So I know that some of you don't want to paint with the airbrush, but you are seeing that it's a very useful tool that, okay, you can make the same with a brush. I'm agree. But definitely you will spend more time with the brush than with the airbrush. So, as I said before in other live streamings, I see or I understand the airbrush like a time saver, okay? And for you, saving time when painting miniatures, I think is very nice and helpful, because this means that you can paint more miniatures. Okay, guys, so I think I'm in a sweet spot to apply some Wolverine beads to this Space Marine. Okay, let me zoom the results and see what happened. See some differences? Melatonin supplier. Thank you for following me. Okay, so makes sense right now what I did. This is working because I have applied a previous work with the brush. So keep in mind, which is important, to work with the two tools, okay, with the brush and with the airbrush. So this is how I usually work. And this is why I'm explaining to you before that I'm pretty sure that this kind of painting style, the chibi painting style, will help you to paint other miniatures, not only chibis. Of course, you can paint all other miniatures with pretty similar techniques, okay? So let me show you another miniature that I have painted with this painting style, okay? Can you see the things that I was talking before? The hard edges on the shadows, and of course the hard reflections, okay? Let me zoom a little bit. You can see here the hard edges, but not every transition is hard edges, okay? There are some rules that guide to us when painting this kind of miniatures with this style, and sometimes you need to blend a little bit the transitions, okay? Okay, and of course you can see here the rim light, which is also in the opposite side of the main light. The main light is coming in this direction, and in this other direction you can find the rim light. So this is not a chibi, this is another kind of miniature, but painted with the same style, okay? By the way, this is a very beautiful sculpt by Sara Gonzalez, which is today with us. So I want to show her work on this miniature because it's amazing, okay? Very beautiful. Okay. Let me clean the airbrush a little bit, because this is the only bad thing about the airbrush. And of course, is that you need to make a very careful maintenance. Okay, you need to clean it, you need to keep an eye on the different pieces to not be broken. And okay, this is the price which must be paid. Okay, thank you so much, my friends from the Big Three. Thank you for being here today. Yes, later we will talk. Okay, bye bye. Okay, so I'm applied a little bit of alcohol, and now just a little bit of water and ready to go. Okay, now we can make some Wolverine things on this guy right now. So for this, I will be applying a base color of this tone, okay? It's a very dark blue, which will be suited for the parts with a blue color, like the shoulders and so on, okay? And for example, I will be using black, not pure black, okay? But I will be using a little bit of black to be used along a little bit of the blue color that I was showing to you, okay, for the mask, okay? So first of all, I will paint a little bit of the blue in the shoulder pads, okay? I take the Cantor blue directly, I will dilute a little bit, and with this color I will be painting here, for example. Okay, maybe it's too dark. No worries. Because I'll need to apply light later. Okay. Nice. I don't want to paint right now the blue. I only want to define different areas and see how it works. For example, nice. I think could be a nice scheme for an space marine. And of course, I will be applying the blue on the boots. Okay? Maybe could work. For these teeny parts, it's better to change to another brush with a smaller size, but I won't paint with anything below 1, okay, number 1 of brands like Da Vinci, Winsor Newton, you know, the main brands. Are sized in these terms, and the number 1 is the smallest brush that I will be using, for example, for this one. Sometimes maybe you need a very teeny brush for painting eyes, for example, but only for painting eyes is suited and needed. One sauce. Thank you so much for following. Thank you so much, mate. Okay, now we have some colors in the scheme. The other boots need also more colors. Think about that this is the part of the process more time consuming, as I said before, because I'm painting the 100% of the miniature. I know that we will need more sessions to advance and finish this beautiful model, but I'm so happy to have the chance here with you. So if you like these kind of miniatures, just let me know. Because it's something that I love. ¡Ay, qué grande! Ese Dani. Bienvenido, tío. Qué bien verte. Okay, so we have something painted in these areas, and now I will be painting I think the definitive Wolverine thing, which is the mask. I I'll try. Let's see what happens. I will be painting the mask with a mix of black and blue. In this way, I could create, I will be using a little bit of white also to create a lighter color, which can be used for this area, okay? It's so exposed to the light, so it's a nonsense to use a very dark color, even if it is a black mask. Okay, so let's paint something black here and see what happened. Interesting. This is I think, the only part that you need a very sharp brush, and again a steady and firm pulse. I think it's called don't shake the hand too much, because you need to define a shape in this area. So it's better to outline the outer lines, okay? Something like that. And let's draw here, for example, something like that. And okay. Nice. Something like that. The difficult thing is not to draw the shape here, is to replicate in a symmetrical way here. It's like painting eyes, okay? So I will take in my references, something like that, and trying to make something similar, okay? Again, what I was talking before, long brush strokes are better than short and teeny brush strokes. You need to practice this kind of painting, okay? It's very important. It's not difficult, I think, but the first time that you try it, maybe you will be struggling a little bit only. Okay, so at this point I'm okay, trying the shape. It's not bad, but I think needs something more. Okay, maybe under the eyes I could draw a little bit of the mask as well. And here you need to take some decisions, and sometimes risky decisions like that. Okay, let's try that and see what happens. Okay, I like it. Okay, so because I like it, I will continue refining this shape, and of course replicating the same shape in the other side, which is the difficult part, as I said before. Okay? Let's try it. Okay, I need to make it symmetrical, so good luck, Ruben. Okay, not bad. And now I think could be nice to make here a little bit of this kind of shape, and here the same. Okay, of course, this will need some refinement, but more or less is this a nice point to start work with that proposal. Okay, nice. Okay, so I will be adding a little bit of light here. I will be adding a little bit of white to this black mix, okay? And here is where I place my highlight for this part of the head. Like that. See how easily I place the light? Okay, I don't blend at all this color. And I prefer to focus in create an interesting shape for these highlights. Okay, more white is added, sorry, to create a final highlight for this one. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. More white, not too much because the mask is a black color. Nice. And see the little reflection in this area, okay? For the blue, I will be adding a little bit of white and yellow to highlight a little bit this color applied before. And this is how I highlight this area, which is so exposed to the light. More white is needed, okay? So I will take it a little bit more. And a little bit of yellow. Okay, that's the point. And now I will apply some final highlights also in the shoulder part. Okay. Something like that. I could add a secondary reflection here, like this. Nice. I don't care about blending. I must to insist. This is the funny part of this painting style, okay? Nice. And one final touch, I think, is needed in the face. Of course, sorry, before that, I'll need to paint something in the boots. Something quick, okay? The same light used in the shoulder pad is used in the boot. Some quick and easy reflections to obtain a little bit of volume. Sorry. It's curious because the first steps are slower and needs more work than the later steps. As you can see, the miniature now is taking shape very quickly because I have previous work applied. A good previous work is needed, okay? I will add a little bit of light also here. Okay, nice. And I'm not painting in these other areas too much because those areas are reserved for the shadows. They are, let's say, hidden to the light. So this is why I'm not painting with the lightest color in these areas. Sorry for the movement, guys. Okay. Yeah, this is a crazy chapter of the Space Marines that I'm designing. They are called the Space Wolverines. Yeah, right. I was talking before in the early steps of the live streaming that I will be running some workshops with explaining my painting Chibi style that I develop for painting this kind of miniatures, and this is the preview, I think, because the real one and the miniature that we will be painting in this kind of workshops, let me remember, this is this one, okay? Let me find the pictures to show you again because I'm very proud of this character. Okay, so this is the miniature for my workshops, and this will be free, of course, totally free. And exclusive, you will only get if you are attending to my workshops about Chibi painting style. Okay, so this is why I'm painting today this version of the Space Marine. Okay. I'm making a mix between that. Okay. People wanted to that I will create my own chapter for the Space Marines, and this is the result. Okay, some final trick, I think, to paint a glowing eyes, which will be so cool for this miniature. Okay, I will take my beloved white ink. Okay, and I will be putting a little bit on the palette. Okay, it's a pity that today the palette is blurred. I'll fix for the next day. Sorry, guys. And okay, I will be taking a little bit of this white ink. I will dilute a little bit, but not too much. It's not needed to dilute because the inks comes in a high dilution way format. Okay, and I will be applying this ink to the eye. I will let flow the ink. So the recesses are covered with the ink, okay? As I explained before, for the yellow colors, other colors like, for example, reds needs also a white background or surface to be luminous and saturated. Wow, this eye is so hidden in this area. It's difficult to paint. Let me try again. Okay. Nice. Okay. Perfect. I will apply more ink right now once it is dry, the first application, because I want a perfectly white surface. Okay. The bolter is making things difficult, but no worries. Nice. I have the eyes blocked with white, and now it's so easy to achieve a glowing result in these little areas, okay? Because these areas are so small, I could apply simple these inks from Amsterdam, which are, let me see, reflex orange and of course reflex rose, which combined, okay, will create some kind of red, because I want to create reddish eyes, reddish glowing eyes. So I will use a little bit of orange and a little bit of the reflex rose. And if you're thinking why I'm not using red, is because in this brand in Amsterdam doesn't exist the red reflex red. Okay, it's all about pigments. I think you could find these 4 pigments, okay, from this brand from Amsterdam, but you can find red, nor blue, I think. So this is why I need to create my red. Okay, how? Pues mixing the rose and the orange, and I have created the red color here. Can you see it? And I will be applying this color directly onto the miniature. Let me zoom a little bit. Nice. No dilution is required. So I will apply one layer, another layer here, and I will let it dry. Of course, let the paint flow into the recesses. Nice. While these reflex paints are drying, I will be taking advantage to paint a little bit on the bolter again. Because these areas will be metallic areas. Okay. Nice. Something quick. Because sadly I'm running out of time. But no worries, because we will meet again painting chibis. What do you think about the idea? Do you want more chibis? Okay. I think the reflex paint of the eyes has dried. So I will apply another layer to reinforce the effect. Okay, definitely the metallic areas of the bolter need more work, but this will be in the future, not today. Okay. Thank you, Hoff. This is a crazy idea, I think. But okay, why not? Why not? Okay, I will be applying again another layer of these reflex paints. Remember, I mix the rose and the orange to achieve this reddish color. Nice effect, I think. Okay, I will be applying some highlights on the bolter. I will be using not pure black, but a very light color right now. And here it will be applying some stripes. Remember what I talk about hard reflections? This is what I mean. Hard stripes to simulate reflections. Okay, enough for today. On to the Volter. The glowing eyes needs our attention right now. Okay, so the eyes are in a sweet point, but we could add some reflections also. So adding a little bit of white to these reflex colors, we will create a very radiative, in a good way, in a color way, color. Okay, so I can create this pinkish, very light pinky tone onto the palette to create some reflections on the eyes. Okay, so I will paint a little large dot like this. The good eye for me. Okay, and now the final trick is my beloved liquidez titanium white. Okay, this is another color that is very luminous. Okay, so I will put some of this white on the palette, and it's very thick. Okay, it's heavy body. I love this kind of paints, and for these final touches I will be diluting a little bit only. I love to paint with thick paint these last highlights, and I will be using only a little bit of the reflex paint, but not too much. I need to broke a little bit the white, and with this color, which is almost white, I charge the brush and I'll try to apply a little dot. Here. And also here. Yeah, enough. Okay, so now we have glowing eyes, easy glowing eyes, I think. And okay, guys, I think a lot of work, left on this Space Wolverine. Okay. Okay, thank you for following, All Gamer. Thank you so much. Okay, we need to spend more time painting this little guy, but not bad so far for the session of today. Okay, guys, let me know what do you think about the creation of this new chapter. It's curious. Okay. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the live streaming of today. Thank you so much to everyone who have the chance to join me today. And don't forget that live streaming will be in the Twitch channel and also in the YouTube channel. If you want to review or if you missed, you always come back again and review the live streaming in order to enjoy the session, the painting session. Okay, guys, a lot of things I wanted to talk about, but we need to keep things for future days. So don't forget to stay tuned to more news about the workshops or about Chibi style painting from myself. And of course for future live streamings here in Twitch and in dual live streaming in YouTube that as I know today has worked, so I'm pretty happy for this fact. So thank you so much again, and don't go away. I will be making a raid right now, so you can continue with the party, with the painting party. Okay, so if you left me a moment, I could make this right.